get going. Okay, so today the focus will be on getting this damn DH ready to on. Okay, so everything should be going. Okay, let's jump in. I think we'll start by making daggers to upgrade. We also need to get rid of all the gems in our inventory, but we'll do that in a moment. So let's start by creating a couple of daggers. I should probably turn off my Twitch in the background. Leef my luister of die klank reg klink my engel. Thank you. Okay, so we'll make daggers to upgrade. How many we can upgrade actually? I think we've got a bunch of those, so we should be able to make a couple of them at least. Let's start with 3. We might get it sooner than we think. Might be wishful thinking, but it would be great if we got it quick. So we're looking for a car lace point because we have get that infinite hatred. Let's upgrade a few. Luckily we've got a lot of death breath. But hey, that's lucky. Car lace point immediately. Now the question is, where do we want to be? Let's get the ek sal vir jou kry. We're lucky we got our car lace point immediately. The question is, do we sanctify car lace point? Let's see what they recommend. They do actually sanctify it. And what do we want for our sanctified power? Let's see where. Wat van die musiek? Ja, is dit sag? Okay, so let's see. Angelic Crucibles, the best power is sanctified strafe, baby. Let's see if we can get that. Okay, we have a lot of crucibles, so we should be able to get this strafe hopefully quite quickly. And we'll have a look at what powers we want now. Oh, those could always have actually been. Those should also probably be die musiek. Okay. Okay, die musiek is op. Is dit dis sag in vergelyking met my stem gewees? Okay, so let's see if we can get this. So we'll figure out what kind of let's just close this. We'll figure out what kind of properties we want in this in a moment. So we want sanctified strafe, that's the most important. Thanks, Luffy. So, what did we actually get? Doesn't... let's quickly check. Not sure which one we actually got. Sanctified Vengeance. I think we have Sanctified. We've got a Sanctified Arrow, which we don't want. We want Sanctified Strafe specifically. Does it not change? What? Huh? Oh, okay. Hey Vian, how are you doing? Your favorite stream. I'm not sure if this... Oh, there we go. We need this to be Sanctified Strafe. Damage of... I think it's... Let's quickly just check. How are you doing? Did you have a good day? So that's casting Vengeance. I'm looking to figure out what we actually have on this now. Damage Strafe now casts the last non-channeled hatred spending ability cost. I think I've got the right one now. Sanctified Strafe. Yes. Okay, so now we need to figure out what we want on this, how good the stats are that we actually got, because we'll be re-rolling some of them. So we actually started gearing the Demon Hunter a bit already this afternoon. But I want to get him in a place where we can rush Greater Risk, because it's still slower than the Barb at the moment. But it would be good if we can get him to be faster. Oh, so did you have schoolwork on a Saturday? That is a bit lame. Our day was good, just exhausting. We had the whole prenatal classes the whole time, so I'm based today. I'm really kind of tired. But it was good and interesting. I think we learned a lot. We have some more classes tomorrow where they're actually gonna actually have to learn how to change diapers and all that kind of thing. So I'm guessing that's gonna be quite interesting. But it was a good day, I'd say. So yeah, so now it's just time to play some games. But I'll probably go to bed super early today because I'm super paced after the day. And I haven't been sleeping a lot this week because I've just been playing Diablo the whole time, so that doesn't help either. Okay, so we got our dagger now, which is great because that allows the Demon Hunter to pretty much have infinite resources. We just need to make sure we've got the ideal stats on it. I was sure that I heard we lost the rugby though, right? Okay, so we won damage range, obviously, which should be quite okay because it's sanctified. We can give it a socket, so we don't need to roll for a socket. Damage percentage. We've got damage percentage, that's great. Area damage. We've got actually the we have kind of ideal stats on this, so we are just going to add a socket. We're actually quite lucky in that sense. The knockback is kind of useless though, so what can we get for that? That would be useful. No. The freeze on hit will be kind of useful, because if we have slowed enemies, we actually do more damage against them. So let's try and get freeze on hit. Fear on hit's not ideal, but it's better than we have, I think. I think fear is better than knockback, but I'm not sure. We need to look for freeze. We can get that for now, because that should give us some survivability if we don't get the freeze, but we'll probably go for the freeze. You lost? How do you mean? I thought that South Africa won against the Aussies. Chill on it. That's perfect. I'm not sure if freeze or chill is better. Let's quickly see. I need to change one of my things here. Slowed or chilled, so chilled is fine, that's perfect. Though we don't really need... Oh, okay. I thought they lost for some reason, I'm not sure. Okay, so you're sad that they won, right? It seems. So we're looking for this one thing, Blood Vengeance, I think. Yeah, there we go. So that should help us keep our Vengeance up as well. I'm not sure if I've got the best thing on Corley's point at the moment, but I'm not sure if the chill I've put on it is super useful, but the rest of it is extremely good. So we'll keep that, and then we're going to give it a socket with this, which will be super good. I need to already look at my inventory again, because it's looking like a mess again. And then we need gems. Hopefully we can make a proper weapon gem. We'll figure that out in a moment. Okay, so let's just give it a socket first. Okay. Now we're gonna see if we can make a max level green gem. Okay. So you said you're starting SQL this week. That's interesting. Databasing stuff, right? Are you doing your course through an online university type of vibes, or how are you doing it? Okay, cool, we can make one max level green, which is perfect. Okay, so we've got our weapon. Theoretically, we should still be farming on the Barbarian, because he is way better geared at the moment, but I just want to see how this guy does now that we've got the weapon. So I'm gonna run a Torment 9 Greater Rift. Let's see how that goes. So I know I can do like 85 Greater Rifts. I can do in like 4 minutes max on the Barbarian. So if we can get this guy above that, then it will be more worth farming with him rather than the other guy. But it does seem like we are keeping the hatred up now, so that's good. I just don't know how they actually have speed on them, because this feels super slow. I might swap out one of my skills now for like a movement skill. I need to look at it a bit more, because the build I'm following is for an actual pushing build, which means you're trying to go higher and higher, whereas what we actually want to do is a speed leveling build, so it should theoretically maybe have slightly different spells and stuff that's used. Okay, but this is going fast. Hopefully we'll try increasing it now and see how close we can get to what the Barbarian can do at the moment. But the Barb should be still faster. I think he's fully geared. Through all of it, okay. My hatred is almost finished out of that. Okay. I think it's too low a level because I get more hatred with the weapon if I shoot the same enemy twice. So if I kill him in one shot, I don't get hatred increase. Let me read your message first. Get 70 or more, that's quite high. Okay, well, good. Well done on getting high marks. 70 is that's quite a tall order. So how long is the course gonna be? I guess it depends on how many things you do, right? And we definitely need to have a higher difficulty here, I think. But it is nice and fast. I might just take the jump ability instead of the shadow, because I'm not really in danger of dying, it seems.
It was just a taste.
Okay, I see Andre had a question. You programming nerds can chat it out about SQL. I'm also a programming nerd, I just know absolutely nothing about SQL.
Sweet revenge.
No, that was super fast. We'll need to go. I think we can go higher now. That Sanctified Dagger is insanely strong. And I just picked up a Legendary Dagger. If that is the damn Sanctified Dagger, I just use resources to build. No, it's luckily it's something else. Okay, so this was a... what level did we do this one on? I can't remember now. We'll see now when we get out of here. But I definitely think we can probably go, like, jump a bunch. Okay, so this was a 4th. So with the, like I said, with the Barbarian, we're doing 85s in less than 5 minutes. So ideally, we would want to be around the same place. Let's go crazy and try an D11 every week. Okay. Okay, that sounds interesting. I'm assuming once you've started doing it this week, you'll have some more info as well. Have you thought about what you want to do, like as soon as you're done with the course, or is there specific industry you want to work in with programming, or is it just more general stuff that you, or whatever you can get at the moment? What are you looking for from a work perspective? Okay, so the 50 is still quite easy. We might then obviously push higher, I guess. I wanted to change my skills for good. I'm gonna go for a hatred generator.
Sweet revenge.
And a movement skill, I guess. Okay, but it seems fine. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought I died, but I didn't. I shouldn't have lost focus there. That's a pity. We'll smelt him now. Like that. Oh, waters. Why do you exist? I got a speed fight on there, should be nice. But we definitely need to consider accidentally exited the floor. Okay. Okay, no web development there. Okay, that's interesting. Oh damn, that's a bit... Okay, damage was a bit high there. Okay, let's figure out why we died there. Okay, I think it's the fire that I'm standing in. It's probably triggering. Okay, so the damage is not bad. I'm not like dying outright, but some of it does do quite a bit of damage. Okay. So is your plan then to finish your online school also then, and after that, by the end of that, you'll probably be ready to start with your programming stuff, or you'll probably be finished with programming stuff as well, right? Okay, I'm running out of hatred and I'm not sure why. There we go. Shouldn't be running out of hatred. We should probably read exactly what the skill says, but as far as I understand, with the dagger, if I attack someone for the second time, for every subsequent time I attack him after this, I should be gaining. Why the flip? I'm super squishy at the moment, I should be more careful. Okay. Gear for the beam. Okay, it's definitely not on the level of the barb yet, but my gear is pretty useless still. Okay. I was just asking, are you planning on finishing the university stuff in grade 12 at more or less the same time? Okay, this is a 50 rift and we are already 5 minutes in, so we're definitely still slower than the barbarian, so we might need to farm on him, I think. It'll probably be way more efficient for now, until we obviously have better gear on this. I kill the guardians insane quick. The other benefit of farming on him rather than the other two is that I still get better, because the any legendaries that drop for the barbarian has strength on them, and obviously this dude uses dex, not strength. Okay. Okay, yeah, that sounds interesting. I think Great Top will probably be quite intense. So yeah, it might be good to be done with the stuff by then. You mentioned the other day that we should do Lord of the Rings cosplay, so I'm assuming you're a Lord of the Rings fan. Have you watched the new Lord of the Rings series that's on Amazon at the moment? The Rings of Power one. Oh wait, we wanted to change a skill. Ah, can't do it in the rift. Okay, that's a pity. Because we need some speeds, man. Some damage. Okay. I'm slow. So this bull is supposed to be faster than the barbarian. I don't know why yet. I don't know why it's supposed to be faster because I am slow. Oh, I get what you're saying. Oh, it's a cool story. I was a super big fan at some point. But I haven't actually kept up with what's going on in that. I'm afraid to watch the series. I've had too many cases where, like, there's this book series called the Wheel of Time, and I loved the book series. It was amazing. And then Amazon made a TV series, and it was balls, dude. It was extremely bad, in my opinion. So I'm always afraid of watching, like, if I had something that I was a massive fan of, and they make death. I'm a bit squishy. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, it's the same story, although the Hobbit theoretically comes first, but it's the same overall story, whole world and stuff. I'm going in the wrong way. Okay, then clear my doors. I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not sure why this dude is, or this build is supposed to be faster. I guess like the damage does seem higher, but like my movement on the board is faster, so I'm not sure if I'm doing something great. I might be doing something wrong. Damage on the bosses and stuff is much higher on this though, it seems. But at the moment we're slower, so I think you'll probably farm with... it's so difficult to decide, because farming with the barbarian does mean... oh shit. I don't drop, I get strength items instead of dex items. I should definitely, if I'm gonna stick on this dude, keep a lower level, but dying the whole time makes it way slower. Makes me so slow. Yeah, I'm in two minds at the moment. From what I see, the other dude, like the pros playing, they still look faster, definitely. And I don't really know what skills they... I'll check out the skills of this one. Maybe there's like a movement speed skill that I'm just missing. I'm super squishy though. Super squishy. And there's poison all over the place the whole time. Okay, but the Rift Guardians melt like crazy. Like, look at this now. This is ridiculous. Like, that's super fast. It's still 4 minutes, but this is a 15. I was doing... Yeah, I think it's maybe slightly worth more just sticking on this now. So it obviously prints something to the console. The parts in... I'm assuming... I'm not sure what the F does before the inverted bracket, but then it prints hello and the name as a variable. I'm assuming that it concatenates to the string. Is that correct? I'm not sure what the F does though. Can I ask Henry, what language is that? Is it Python? How many Rift keys do we have? We'll have to farm them at some point, but luckily we should still be fine. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do 45 instead of 50. It definitely prints hello and whatever is stored in the variable name to console. I just don't know what the F is. Okay, I have no idea why there's an F, but the rest of it, I think it just prints a name to console. It prints hello and then whatever is stored in the name variable to console. I keep on forgetting that I need to check out my get spells or movement speed stuff in between the rifts. I think my damage is it's probably fine. This level of damage is fine, I guess. That'll kill me, those explosions.
Sweet revenge.
Don't know why I am so slow.
Darkness awaits you.
Format, okay. Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay, so you wouldn't be able to use the curly brackets for the variable. Okay. Okay, I usually do it the way you just explained, right? With hello in inverted brackets and then plus the variable name. But the other one's cool. I didn't actually know that's an option. I can see how, like, especially if you do a lot of print statements, how that would be way faster. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I pretty much just know about Python to do data processing because I use it for when we work with like simulation software. In some cases, we have a lot of results from an engineering point of view, and I use it for data processing. So if we can take that shitload of data and make it like more understandable. Yeah, the incrementer, those are some of the things you take for granted if you've worked with something like C++ or C# for a while, and then you switch to, if you don't know, then you take them, or if you switch, you then realize you've taken them for granted, because that makes it way faster. Although some of the other 4 syntax in Python does feel a bit faster than C#, but to be honest, look, I'm a big fan of Python because of how easy it is to get stuff done, and get stuff done quickly. But like my mind enjoys reading code like C++ and C# more because it's like the curly brackets and the spacings and everything. It just makes it much more structured. So I enjoy reading that more. But obviously, it does take quite a bit more of time to code than Python with its tab. But the problem is I've had like issues with tab, because Python uses the tab. Sometimes you have like text interpreters that don't see the tabs, but they see 4 spaces, and then at some point you'll have like 3 spaces instead of 4 spaces, and then you can't find it. So I'm not like, there's drawbacks to tab delimitation or tab indexing or whatever you call it. Okay, I don't know why we are slow at the moment. That's something I'd definitely like to figure out. So let's see. And we're not using smokescreen at all now. So let's see if there's like a speed thing. Volt will make me fast, so I know that. Volt, stun, knockback, tumble reduces the distance crossed. If you volt again immediately after landing, it'll probably be that one. Add a cooldown. What's the cooldown for that then? We'll see now. Veil of Fire, that's not so useful. Let's see what the cooldown is. That's not too long. We'll use that. Although we don't use Discipline at all, so we might as well rather. Let's try. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is crazy. And the other thing that's very beneficial of Python is how easy it is to find like examples online, right? You can find like, just Google, I want to do this, and literally within a couple of minutes you'll have a shitload of examples, so you can just figure it out from there. which makes it so much faster to do stuff. And you can use everyone's libraries and import them super quickly into your thing, so there's a lot of benefits in that case. Okay, let's see, we need don't think we need any of this. We need to kind of just have a look at what I think. No, we don't want this. Where's mine? DH, no, this is the Bob, let's get rid of that for now. Other DH stuff. Okay, we want pretty much that and that. Those we have, but we want them as decks. Okay. We don't need that much actually on this. Dude. That sucks. Okay. We'll probably get rid of all of these. What do we still have on that's not decks? The rings, but we can't remove those two rings because we want them specifically. Conventions of elements as decks we actually want, I think. We might not need that exactly, but maybe on some of the other heroes we'll be playing. I don't think that makes a massive difference. Let's rather use this one for now because that's not the one we actually want to be wearing. Okay. Okay. Nothing super useful, unfortunately. Okay, so we go again. How much? We can probably gamble now, quickly. Gripper, I haven't heard about that. I'll definitely check it out. What exactly does it do? We're gambling for our sets still, I think. We keep on gambling for the boots because we get the highest likelihood of getting what the set item on the boot, and then we just can't change it to the correct thing if we get the boot. Okay. Let's gambles again. We haven't had super. I shouldn't have bought that. I want these. Come on. No. Okay, luckily we got that one pair. We can re-roll that. So if you get like one piece of a set, you can actually change into a different piece of the set. And there's the highest likelihood that we get the set item on the boot. So that's why I gamble boots the whole time. And the ones that we got there, we'll go and change them up to what we need. And the rest we just get rid of. So now we go to our cube, and we say, so we've got the gloves, we need still, what do we actually equipped? Shoulders, how much? I think our set only uses 2 pieces. No? What do we use? This is showing, oh, we need this damn ring. Reduces the number of items needed for set bonuses. I don't have that freaking ring yet, which sucks. I don't think I've got it. Let's convert these to something else so long. We need the shoulders most, I think. Ah, no, okay. I don't want to reforge. I actually almost did the wrong thing, almost. Convert set item. Luckily I didn't have the items, otherwise I would have just destroyed this damn thing. Hey Andre, how are you doing? Are you guys having a good weekend? Okay, we've got the hat already, so we'll re-roll it again. Got the gloves already. Probably have good stats on our gloves. Yeah, let's keep on rolling for the shoulders. The chest is one we actually use, right? Yep, okay, perfect. We'll take the chest any day. And then I think I've got gems for that. Okay, now we need to find the Ring of Royal Grandeur. We will have to pick that up somewhere. Unfortunately, we don't have it yet, which is a pity. Gems. I need to go and make gems for this. I think we've got more than enough to make. Let's quickly check. Maybe we've got the ring, but I doubt it. That's sad. The ring of Royal Grandeur, that's a no. Hopefully I didn't get it somewhere and destroy it. That would have been completely stupid. But we'll find it again at some point. So, not too worried about that. Ow! Can you still remember that shit? Yes, that was the worst subject ever, man. Get 5 of those. And then... oh, we get exactly the amount that we need. That's perfect. Okay, I think we still... okay, we've got Shadow Power gains the effect of every rune, so that's why Shadow Power is important, I guess, right? But let's... I need to figure out what it does. So if I take Shadow Power, I don't have my Vault. I'll check why that might be useful. Shadow Power, and it gets every rune. Oh no, I am using Shadow Power. It's the smoke screen I'm missing. Okay, so on Shadow Power we just have to slow the movement speed of your enemies, double the amount of life gained, reduce discipline cost, reduces the damage taken while Shadow Power is active, and again increase Shadow's movement speed. Okay, that's pretty cool. We need to... I changed where it sits, that's stupid. Okay, we definitely need to get that Ring of Royal Grandeur though, because theoretically if I get that ring I've got all the set pieces I need pretty much now. Let's take Vault with the reduced discipline cost. Again, now we're gonna go speedier, I think. Let's go, probably jump just one. Let's go to 50 again, see how that goes. Okay, and then we do that, and now we just vault through everything the whole time. Oh no, we can't vault that much it seems, because then I'm not doing... but why am I not doing any damage? Okay, so we can't vault that much unfortunately. I'm also not regenerating... why am I not regenerating hatred? That's weird. Not completely sure, we need to read that better. I don't like sushi at all, to be honest. I'll eat it, it's not that I won't eat it at all. It's just not enjoyable to me. So I'll eat it, but like I'd rather just eat like something else. And yourself, do you like it? Why do we suck so much now? I'm gonna leave this just a waste of time. Screw you guys. I need to figure out how this weapon actually works. There's that. The damage of Impale is increased, okay, by 375% of Impale, and it returns 15 hatred if it hits enemies already impaled, okay? And what... oh, wait a minute, I think... how bold... we need to chuck oh, I didn't want to close that, that was to be open again. I need to chuck Impale daggers it seems, and I'm not doing that at all. What rune do we have on strafe? Okay, that was stupid. I've stuck to 50. If I could choose anything, it's like if like going out and eating stuff, it probably depends quite highly in what mood I'm in. But like I would always, I should need to not stand in that. Where's Bolt? Okay, it's 3. I'm like it would all probably be between like the 3 main things that I would probably have picked between is steak, like a proper burger, like a really good burger, and pork belly. I love pork belly also, but yeah, it would probably be in between those 3. Like, I'm not really sure if what I'm doing is correct here. So did you have your how did the conversation with the old flame go further yesterday? Did you guys have chatted further about stuff? I think I've got this down a bit more. I just need to spam Impale every now and again, it seems. Or I'm not sure because my hatred is not going down at all now. I've got no idea what I'm doing, to be honest. I should probably read about the build a bit more because, like, look, the hatred, which is the brownish orange part of my resource bubble, it's not like dropping at all, and I don't know why. It's obviously ideal. I want to stay like that forever, but the problem is I don't know how I've managed that now, so I don't know how I'm gonna keep it up in the next one. Fire Room Sushi, yeah. So Andre loves Fire Room. Fire Room is a place that pretty much cooks everything with fire. It's here in Pretoria, and they do sushi, but it's not like proper sushi because they chuck a lot. They pretty much flame grill the sushi, right? But that's why Andre likes it, because it's flame grilled sushi. So that's pretty good. Like now I'm not having infinite hatred anymore. I don't know how I got the infinite hatred. Like, what the flip? I'm such a noob. Yeah, it should theoretically be raw if you're into that. So what place makes the best sushi place in your opinion? Okay, that's a bit faster. Hatred's low again. So I'm not fully sure what I'm doing, but it's going faster at least. I want to swap the shadow power and my vault. Where's all the fucking enemies here? I need to chuck the dagger twice though. I'm still not sure what I'm doing, to be honest. I feel like such a noob. Like, I'm not sure if my... Like, yeah, does the dagger actually chuck the impale by itself, or do I have to manually chuck it? Oh, I don't know. We have... Okay. Oh, it's like proper Japanese restaurant. Okay, so it's like proper sushi then. Oh, those places in Germiston. Okay. That wasn't a great round, I didn't get much. Okay, now we need to... I want to change 2 skills around. I want shadow... I want the vault there because I'm spamming it. And we'll put shadow power here because it's just permanent now. Oh, Bedford View, okay. Cool. Ooh. Is Bedford View close to you guys? I'm not super knowledgeable about how things like the geography around Joburg. Okay, I've went up now to see if that'll help us. Ek weet nie wat jou Andre... sorry? I'm not seeing you Andre's reply that you're talking... Oh, there we go. Oh, it's the... okay, sorry, I'm dying a lot. Okay, there we go. Got the health up. I'm not sure if I should be... Oh, damn fucking jailers. They suck for all the builds, don't they? Because obviously once they trap me, I can't strafe anymore. Which is so many deaths. Oh, wait a minute, I should have been reading. Okay, so I think the Strafe now casts the last non-channeled hatred spending ability cast. I'm a fucking idiot. So I pop one Impale and then Strafe continues chucking Impale. Okay. Such an idiot. Okay. I'm such an idiot. But why? It doesn't seem like they're still dying too fast, I think. I'm not shooting them. There we go. As soon as they are a bit more tanky, my hatred just climbs because then we... So I should be able to pop Volt the whole time. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna smelt. Now that I fully understand the build. I should probably just have been reading. If all else fails, read the manual, right? How are things going, you Andre? Are you guys having a good weekend? Is Jeremy on call or is he chilling at home? Okay, that's going much better now. Okay, so we're on 55. It won't be too long before this is faster than the Barbarian now that I finally understand what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. Infinite hatred, baby, that's exactly what we want. So I'm so angry though. I think this is a very emo character. Sounds like someone from Twilight. Speaking of Twilight, Andre watched the new Batman with the dude from Twilight this afternoon. It looks like such a shit movie. Have you guys watched it or not? There we go, now we pump. Man. Way better. No, man. Look, I'm not overall. Like, the Batman movies have never been bad to me, but they've never been like, wow, my mind's blown, this is the best movie, except the one with Bane, right? Like, the one with the dude that talks like this, which was obviously silly, but the way he talked was silly, but he was a super cool, like, bad guy in my opinion. Did you not enjoy that one, Björn? He was quite cool to me. And the Scarecrow bad guy in that version of Batman was also good. But I'm a bit gutful of superhero movies as well, so I'm not the best reference at the moment. I just, like, there's been so many damn superhero movies in the last while. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was, like, the story in that one was cool. But yeah, I'm definitely over, like, Batman movies. I'm more, like, sad that there isn't another Warcraft movie, dude, because that was amazing. I am a massive Warcraft fan, though, so... and a World of Warcraft fan, so that might be why I'm such a fanboy, but I think the movie was actually quite a good movie. Okay, so here we're doing way less damage and that guy's melting pretty much. Okay, that was... We probably don't want to be on 65 yet, it seems. Okay, so we quickly have to get ourselves sorted. Yo. Okay, this is 65s are too big now. Suck someone blood, yeah. Look, I mean, he is Batman, right? That's not too far from being a... this is gonna be too high a difficulty, I think. Now let's just go to down. This is probably a waste of time. The Grey Man. I have no idea what that is. Is it like a superhero movie or what's the movie about? I don't think I've heard of that. Okay, so 65 was too high. Let's try a 60. So, like I was saying, I mean, he was a vampire in the one movie, and then he became Batman. So, and I keep on dying. I'm such an idiot. This is wasting way more. I'm like, I'm gonna be fast. So I'm gonna level fast. So let's do a more difficult rift, and then I just die the whole time, which is. I could have done like 2 rifts in the time that it took me to die on this one. Oh, okay. I think. Oh, I did see something about that on Netflix. I'll check it out. You say it's good. I haven't been watching much movies lately. I'm looking for something to blow my mind. But yeah, haven't had that in a while. Oh, that's interesting because he's usually like even if he's the bad guy, he's like an anti-hero, right? Like he ends up being the good guy. I don't know if you've watched Blade Runner, it's a bit of a weird one, but that's quite a cool movie that he plays in. I think that no, Chris Evans. Oh, Chris Evans is the Thor guy, right? Okay, I need to focus because I'm dying way too much now. Stop being a noob. Okay. Fucking hell. This is frustrating. I just got so glad with myself because I understood how the build works, and now I keep on dying, which is not great. I can't jump over these walls either. Even I think this is a specifically difficult rift, so it's probably not the end of the world if I die here a lot. Captain America, sorry, I just screwed that up a couple of times. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, seeing him as a bad guy must be interesting because he's like the good boy in all the other movies that we've seen him in recently, right? Oh, I hate those enemies. Okay, so they both play in the same movie, that's interesting. Andre, how was the new job, by the way? You started this week, right? Sorry, I completely forgot about that. You started this Thursday or the coming Thursday? Andre, ek verstaan nie wat jy vir my sê nie. Tik vir my. Oh, this Thursday. I just see a hand pointing from behind this computer. Okay, that sounds like an interesting one. It's probably one that's worth watching. I think we are doing better now, but it's a bit slow at the moment. I think. Like the leveling is going slow also. Might consider rather dropping onto the barb so that we can farm faster, because that Royal Ring of Grandeur can drop on him as well. We'll think about it. Yeah, I think we'll probably do a couple on the barb. Okay, so this might not be a popular opinion, but I absolutely hate Tom Cruise with a passion. So I have not seen that movie. And I know it's not fair to not give the movie a go because of an actor, but I don't know. It's just something about his smug little face that pisses me off, dude. I can't handle that guy, so I have avoided the movie specifically for that reason. I'm assuming it's a good movie though. Okay. Were you a fan of the first one or not? We'll do riffs on him until we've got enough. Well, we've got a full set of the blood shards. Then we'll swap over to the barbarian and hopefully get the ring. Because once we've got the ring, we'll be owning it all. Then we pretty much have almost all the gear we need on this fight. We still need like shoulder and stuff and a quiver. I've never seen the first one either. But I know people have been freaking out about that in recent years. A lot of damage. Didn't actually keep an eye on how long the previous one took me. I'm glad we figured out the infinite hatred thing though, because that's way too many stuff going on in one place. Oh wow, that's like an instant kill. We'll have some things to learn about this hero, or this build at least. Holy moly, there's a lot of damage. Did we actually kill these elites finally? Okay, I think going down one level is better. But yeah, I do think leveling or farming for a bit on the barbarian should be a good idea, because we still get paragons faster at this point on the barbarian, although eventually the demon hunter will be faster. And we just get more drops because we're faster and get the bigger... I hate the damn jailers. This sucks. My gear is also screwed now. Well, you should get it. You guys own the game, Andre. It's called Diablo. You can get it on the PlayStation. But if you really want to play it, I'll definitely teach you. It's a lot of fun. I'm playing on the computer at the moment, but I've got it on the PlayStation as well, so we could definitely play a bit if you guys are interested in playing. It's a lot of fun. If you're into this kind of game, I guess. Won't say it's for everyone, but I guess that's true about every game. Oh man, I need to look at my skills again. I probably will stop this one now. This is going again way too slow for you, then it would like to be worth it. No, let's just go to down. Thief game, because we have to run through. Okay, I think let me get that other thing up again, because yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's very addictive. So it's got a cool loop. So you pretty much try to get better gear the whole time, and then you do stronger dungeons to get better gear, stronger dungeons to get better gear. So it's kind of like a closed loop. So it sounds silly, but it's really a lot of fun. I really enjoy it a lot. I am quite addicted to it at the moment. Okay, so we are gonna switch to the barbarian now. We'll gamble what we've got on him now, and then we'll switch to the barbarian. But so yeah, I've got a couple of characters. You can have multiple characters. I've got one that's really strong already, and I'm trying to get this guy strong as well. So they work in slightly different ways, as you'll see now when I go to the barbarian. Although the characters I am playing are similar to an extent in the way that kind of you play, but they do kind of slightly different things. But I'll be switching in a moment. What do we need to do? We need to see what legendaries we've got now. Hopefully we've dropped something useful. Oh, we still need the shoulders. That's not what we want. Marauders we'll keep because we'll eventually play with them. That's not one we want. That's a ancients, we'll keep that. Bolas now explode. We don't use the bolas. We'll destroy that. That's not the one we want. Sailor only, that's this puzzle ring we've got. We've got this, we'll keep definitely. We never get the ring. Okay, so that we can get rid of all of that. Okay, it should be fine. Let's gamble. Let's just go to Act 1 because it's the NPCs are better located. So let's smack out some. What are we looking for? We still need shoulders, right? Yep, we need the shoulders for the set. But I'm almost thinking we should. I don't want to gamble the ring, I'm not sure. Like, this website has a good resource, so we can actually check how big a chance there is. So we want that ring of royal grandeur, right? So if we're a demon hunter and we gamble rings, how many rings can actually drop? Holy shit, there's a lot of them. That sucks, but we really need that ring. It doesn't drop though. We can't get it by gambling, that sucks. Okay, well. Can we upgrade for it? Let's see if they mention anything about that build guide. Nope. Oh, maybe like some of these things drop from specific missions only, so let's just check that. What I might be Ring of Royal Grandeur. Let's see where that comes from. Clearly people have been searching that. How to farm falls into the category of bounty cash. I'm such an idiot, I have to do bounties. Items Act 1, 2, 3 and 5 have a fixed list of items from Act 1. Bounty cash system. It cannot drop this cash specifically. Okay, so let's we are obviously not going to roll for that, so let's keep on rolling for our set piece because we still need the shoulders, and then we'll do bounties on the okay, we've got one set piece, so let's see if we can change that into shoulders because that's the last piece we need, and then we'll just smack out Act 1 bounties because as soon as we've got that ring we get a massive power boost on this dude, and now we can pretty much re-roll the feet until it becomes shoulders. We've got a lot of resources luckily, and we've got the shoulders already. There we go. Okay, so now we get rid of all of this crap and then we go farm bounties for the ring, but we still have a lot of blood shards to vandre ut weer vraag. We've still got a lot of things to roll, so I think the next thing we roll for is a quiver. We need them quivs. Okay. And now we are looking for Holy Point Guard, I think the thing is called. Not lucky on this round though.
I cannot afford that.
Okay, we didn't get it. I wonder if we can upgrade that. Let's see if they mention anything. We can... They don't mention anything. Echoing theory. Where's that actually used? I have no idea. Okay, that's weird. I'm not sure why you want to. Okay, so bounty time, baby. We are gonna do bounties very quickly on the... Hopefully we get the ring quite fast. I wonder if there's a high... Oh, we don't want to create a new one, that's what we want to do. So this is the Barbarian. He's my character that's the most geared at the moment, you wonder. Okay, so Act 1 bounties. and we will be going first. Dormant XIV, that's fine. There we go. What are we doing? Kill the butcher. Okay. Okay, so this is my strong boy at the moment. My strongest character. But theoretically the one I'm busy, the demon hunter that we was just on, will be the best. Or the fastest theoretically. Not necessarily the best. Yeah, the antenatal classes were a lot of info, dude, early mode. I've only now realized how little I actually know, right? Like, I knew absolutely nothing about the whole process pretty much before, and it's really insane. Oh, this boss is actually quite tanky. It's fine, we should be... Oh, let's not stand in the fire, I guess. Yeah, there we die, but we can revive. No, we can't, I guess, because it's a boss. We can't just revive. Okay, so we'll have to be... It's not my favorite, it's just my strongest. It is the guy I started with. There's 5 different classes, and I started with this guy because he's relatively difficult to kill, so he's kind of tanky, and he's relatively fast as well. So I wouldn't say he's my favorite. I enjoy playing him a lot, but he's just the one that I've put the most time into up until this point. So he's stronger than my other classes. Or well, he's stronger than the Demon Hunter, which I'm trying to gear. And the Demon Hunter is the fastest. So the whole idea now is to do a lot of the dungeons very quickly, because then you get stronger very quickly. And the fastest hero to do dungeons with is the Demon Hunter, and that's why I'm trying to get the Demon Hunter's gear better, so that I can be faster in my oh damn shit, this is gonna... Why is this guy so difficult to kill? Need to probably focus a bit. Such a noob now, it seems. And I'm taking a lot of damage. I'm a bit of a glass cannon, it seems. Oh, there's actually healing fountains. Yeah, this is my health down here. And the one, like the circle that is pretty much empty already, that's my health. And the yellow circle is the resources. So you will have seen on the, which is now empty as well, which sucks. So the barbarian, if there's a lot of enemies around me, my resource stays up very high. But if I'm pretty much just on one guy, the resources aren't great. So he's not super great for boss killing. And he's super squishy, but he's very good for killing a lot of enemies at the same time. So this isn't my favorite activity, boss killing. As you can see, my health drops quite quickly if he hits me. I have to stay out of this. But most of the bounties don't involve bosses like this. This guy is super tanky. Oh, I am an absolute idiot. You know why I'm struggling like this. I took off my gear for the Demon Hunter. So my gear is pretty much useless at this point on this guy. I'm such an idiot. I'll show you now. I'm pretty much naked. I was wondering why I'm struggling so much. Like, I had such an easy time with T16. Look at my gear. Like, the rings are gone, my necklace is gone, all my gems are gone. Yo, that's such a noob thing to do. I still didn't have too much of a trouble with the normal enemies though, right? It was just the boss, so we shouldn't have one more. I'm gonna... such a fucking idiot. Luckily not naked, but like I don't have my bling on, that's the problem. I'm gonna try and push through though, because it was only the boss that really gave me a lot of issues. Yo. Oh, and these guys as well, it seems. Yeah, if it goes on like this, we'll have to go and get our gear back. Or maybe do the bounties on the Demon Hunter. Okay, that's fine. Let's get these guys freed. I think we should be able to do the bounties like this. Delphi, dude, that's like the oldest language ever. What are you using Delphi for? They used to teach like programming in school with Delphi before Java came. Why are you laughing, Andrew? There's a little goblin that's getting done. Could for the life of me not understand why I was struggling so much on that boss. Delphi the dolphin. No, not that Delphi. The other Delphi. Using it in high school. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I've heard like some of the high schools still do it. It's a bit outdated though. Like at some point most places switched from Delphi to Java. Not JavaScript, but Java. Like proper Java. But it was supposedly, Delphi is a language that was made specifically for teaching, so that's why some high schools still do it. I don't think Andre will have seen that before, right Andre? You know, if you answer me, no one else can hear you. Andre says she doesn't want to type. Oh yeah, she says she's typing slowly, so... Holy moly, that's a big diff. I'm doing the dumbest shit today, to be honest. I need to go and get my rings back. And I need to find Deck's version of those rings on the Demon Hunter, because the rings that I sent over from this guy has a good set bonus, but they have strength properties on them, and that strength is absolutely useless for the Demon Hunter. C in high school. Well, wouldn't you rather say that they should teach Python in high school? Because C, you don't need to know C to do most programming things, right? Unless you are doing very specifically like hardcore programming. But anyone can use Python to do shit, right? Like to do data processing or to write little things that make their day-to-day work on the computer easier. So don't you think Python is a good option for high school? That's easy as well, right? Well, yeah, it's probably, yeah, and it teaches you, if you haven't done any other programming languages, it might teach you bad, like syntax, because that's the good thing about like the proper C languages, C, C# and all of those. You learn how to type with the little brackets and everything that keeps it neat, and you learn the formatting and the syntax a lot better. But I think, here's my opinion, okay, so what do you think about this? Python in primary school, and then C or something like that in high school, right? Because why not teach children to code in primary school? Yeah, I've added the semicolon so many times into Python as well, and then it doesn't run, obviously. But yeah, Python in primary school, right? That's not a bad idea. Because I think, like, it's like all languages, right? Like, I think if you start teaching kids relatively young, they probably catch on, right? I think this is another boss bounty that's gonna suck. Yeah, poop. Open the gate, damn it. Andre is the ultimate Python fanboy. She will always speak that above anything else, as you can see. Although she's done a crap load of other stuff as well. Python's her favorite. Yeah. Yeah, I think so, right? I mean, there's no drawback, right? At the very least, if you teach children programming on a young age, even if they're not gonna do programming for something like in a job perspective, it teaches them logic, right? Because that's one of the things of programming. It doesn't necessarily, like, it teaches you to think logically about things, because yeah, it forces you to think like a computer would think, which is logically. And I think it will up people's math skills and stuff like that a lot as well, because it's all about a way of thinking, right? So it would probably make people more successful at other stuff as well. Yeah, it gives structure to your code. It's so much neater and fun to read if it's looking pretty with all little things in them. All little semicolons and shit. Ah, stop eating me. You know. Can't you see I'm trying to go down? And they just keep on coming. Super rude enemies. This bugger, okay, luckily he's slowed. Otherwise he might just have smacked me to death there. Okay, so now let's hope we get the ring immediately so that we don't have to continue farming bounties without our bling. Yeah, I think it would be good. We'll probably teach Mila programming from a young age because both of us enjoy it so much, right? So, but I guess there's always the chance that she pops up and she's just like, I hate programming, I hate computers. But I hope that's not the case. I hope we'll play a shitload of games together. And I hope she'll enjoy programming. Okay, we didn't get the ring. Question, okay, we need to make sure that we actually can get the ring. I don't want to spend hours farming and then not get it, so I need to better understand. Let's quickly see if we cannot maybe make it. No. Oh. No. Let me just read that again carefully, okay? Is a bounty cache specific legendary ring from Act 1. So the most efficient way of obtaining it is clearing all the bounties in Act 1, taking the cache reward from Tyrael and restarting the game. And note that the bonus bounty cache system, hourly rotation of acts for second cache reward. Ah, okay. So we have to just keep on farming. I'm gonna quickly, what do we need from, we need the rings and the necklace. I'm not too worried about the gems that we've popped out, so I'll send the rings and the necklace back. Lack of emotion. Then have to deal with people problems. Computers do what you tell them to, I guess. Or maybe, like, I wonder if there's a higher chance to get let's see, bounty rewards. Diablo. Otherwise we can just speed farm them on lower level. Yeah, we have to do it at higher difficulty. Okay, so let's quickly just pop my barbarian's bling back to him, and then once we're done, we'll just send it back to this Knoppy. It's not ideal for him anyways. Eventually I'll send them back to the barbarian permanently, but for now, because we don't have anything else for the demon hunter, it should be fine. Yeah, the games, like the way of teaching, thanks a lot Joandra, I'm trying to go for something chill. Teaching kids like for game development I think is ideal as well, because it's not this just this raw code, right? You're giving them, they physically type something, they click on a button and they actually immediately see like what they've just typed into the computer has done, right? It's actually had a physical effect. They can see a little dude moving on the screen. And I mean, there's a couple of game development softwares that make it really easy and really user-friendly. So I'd teach them like game development or something. I think would be ideal. Oh, that looks way better, the damage. Yeah, the IDE is important, but there's a thing called Godot, for instance. Godot is amazing. It uses a language called GDScript, but it's pretty much Python, and it's really like an easy little tool to use to make games. I used to use Unity when I was doing my games initially, and Unity uses C#. It's super strong, but it's super overkill for two-dimensional games. So eventually I went over to Godot, and you just spell it Godot. And the language is GDScript, but it's pretty much Python. It's just their own version of Python. And it's really easy to code up games in that really quickly, and it's a bit more optimized for 2D, which is why I prefer that to Unity. But Unity is still a great tool, especially if you want to build bigger games and you want to code in C Sharp. But both, like, you can use Godot or Unity, both of them you can use for free. Unity, if you actually have a company and you make more than like $1 million or something like that revenue, you have to pay them. But I'm guessing by the time you make $1 million revenue, you wouldn't mind paying for your IDE, right? But Godot is completely free and open source. You never have to pay for that. Visual Studio, yeah, so for normal coding, we definitely use Visual Studio. That's by far the best, dude. But for the thing about Godot and Unity for game development is that actually it's not just an IDE, it actually has the graphics engine built in and so on, so you can just pull in your images, you don't have to code up the actual pixels on the screen and stuff like that. But when I'm doing just normal Python programming, I use Visual Studio Code because Visual Studio is a bit overkill for Python. I think Henry uses, what's the thing called? For Python, no, what's the IDE you use? PyCharm. Henry uses PyCharm for Python. But when I code C# stuff, I use even for Unity. So Unity does the game engine, but while you're doing your game engine or do your game in Unity, you use Visual Studio as a IDE. So it's a very strong IDE for obviously for the C type languages, but it's a bit heavy for Python sometimes. Yeah, it's quite big. But it's like code completion features and it's break stop features and everything is insane. And it's pretty much designed for C, to be honest. C# actually as well. Yeah, Andre likes PyCharm, so when I do work stuff in Python, if it's something quick, I do Visual Studio Code, but I'm the biggest Spider fanboy that you'll find, dude. Spider is the best IDE, especially for data processing stuff, because you can actually see the variables immediately. Andre says Spider is insanely good for AI as well. I'm not sure why, but she says it's good. I like that you can open the variables, the matrix variables, and you can actually copy it from Spider and paste it into Excel and stuff, which is really cool for data processing. Okay. the creepy games. You need to, if it seems like something you like, you need to play it a bit, Joandra. You should come and visit. You should visit us and then play it on my PlayStation and decide if you actually want it. Then you should get Jeremy to buy it on his PlayStation. Andre says Jupyter Lab is good as well, but I hate Jupyter, so I'm not gonna have an opinion on that. Yeah, thanks. I like there's a couple of different wings and pets. I have a little cow pet. Don't you guys like my cow pet? Cows are the best. Yes, exactly, with the Y. Yeah, Spider, I think it installs with a lot of distributions of Python automatically because it's their own kind of thing. But you should check it out. Like, check out specifically the variable. Like, once you make variables, it immediately populates them into your IDE, so you can see which variables you have and you're working with the whole time. And if it's a matrix variable, it opens it in like a proper little spreadsheet thing that you can use. I hate Jupyter though. Like, it might be good, but holy moly, I hate Jupyter. I want to puke when I think about it. But yeah, there's a lot of good IDEs. I think, might be wrong, but I think, and Andre can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think PyCharm is very similar to Spider. It just has slightly more premium features because it's actually a paid paid IDE. You get a free version, a community version, but it like if you a company and you're using it, they have to buy it. So it's got some more like premium level features that the Spider doesn't have. Okay, one more. Hopefully we get the ring in this one. I mean, yeah, if you have to submit it in a specific way, do that, but definitely explore either other IDEs in your own time, I would say, right? Because one day you'll probably have options, or you'll end up working for a company that also has a very specific IDE that you have to use. So flexibility in IDEs is always good. But they all have more or less the same working method at the end of the day. Okay, we're killing a boss in this one. Hopefully that goes not too badly without my gems. I'm hoping we get the ring now. I honestly don't want to do bounties the whole evening. Let's see which one is this, but this can't be the ring we need because it has to drop from the bounty cache, unfortunately. Let's identify it anyways. No, we don't want that one. Okay, come on, Mr. Skeleton King, let's go. Oh, that's a lot of damage, but luckily we're smacking him fast as well. Okay, so there we go. Let's hope we get our Ring of Royal Grandeur, otherwise we'll have to do bounties again and I'm just about ready to puke. See shit, Levitt. So they're making a new one. It should come out early next year. It's gonna be called Diablo 4 because this is Diablo 3, so obviously they're sticking with the theme. But you should go and just look at the videos on YouTube. Like the detail and stuff is gonna be insane. Gonna be pretty dope. There's not a ring, unfortunately, so we'll have to go again. How fun! Okay, leave the game. I wonder what the drop rate is on this thing. Let's do one or two more. I'm not gonna do freaking bounties the whole evening, I'll go crazy. So if I don't get it in like one or two, I'll probably rather just do some rifts anyways. But getting the ring will definitely, it'll pretty much immediately activate the set bonuses for all the sets that I'm using on my Demon Hunter without me actually having to have the full sets, which would be a massive bonus. Get out of the fire. Okay. Oh, there's still a sword. Let's just run. Just keep running for all these enemies. There is a storyline, yes, Andre, but what I'm busy playing at the moment is the end game. So I finished the storyline long ago, and then pretty much after the storyline you level to maximum level, and then you just start doing these dungeons to gain increasing power. And the point of gaining increasing power is to see, like, you compete against other players to see who do the dungeons the fastest. So there's if you look at this, there's like a leaderboard that shows the top 1,000 players at the moment, and my aim is to be one, like to at least be on the leaderboard. But there is a storyline, so if you just want to buy the game and play through the storyline, that's also an option. Vian Andries just got up and walked away to do something. When she gets back, I'll ask her to look at that question. I have no idea what it is though, so maybe she does. So yeah, Andrew, sorry, like I was saying, the storyline's pretty cool as well. I enjoyed playing it when I did actually play it. But the end game is cool. I like the idea of actually being able to compete, so I'm hoping to see how far and up I can get on the leaderboard in this season. And the seasons are like 3 or so months long, I think, 3 or 4, and then pretty much you have got like 3 months to see how well you can perform relative to the other players. And then once that is done, okay, what the flip? What's this shit? I haven't been in this place before. Anyways, when after the 4 month or 3 months period, they reset, so everyone goes back to level 1 and you start over. I'm getting a shitload of gems on these, like, I'm guessing it's the gems at the end of the rainbow, right? And that one gives me gold. This is super weird though, it's freaking me out. This is super trippy. What the flip? There's like a treasure goblin level that I've been to, but I've never been on this. Yeah, the crazy thing is sometimes you fight those ponies in the dungeons as well. They pop up randomly. What the flip? This is insane though. I've never been here. It's giving me a lot of money and oh, there's a pot of gold. It's like a leprechaun thing. Holy shit, check this level out, man. It's like the end of the rainbow pretty much, and leprechauns and shit. Bian asked something about Zola's algorithm, if you know it or not, by the way. I don't know what the hell this is, but it's giving me gems, so I won't complain. Those are some angry fucking unicorns there. It seems like someone at Blizzard, who is the company that make this game, must have had a terrible experience as a child with ponies or unicorns or something. Happy Cloud. Desperate. Oh, this is a lot of cool mats, but it's so freaking trippy. Okay, we need the gems though, because upgrading gems to like ultimate gems will take a lot of like these smaller gems. Someone was definitely on the LSD or something when they made this freaking level. Psychedelics were definitely in play, I think. We need to put on some Pink Floyd music for this level, actually. Hey, there's a piñata. I wonder what we'll get from that. Oh, that's a lot of expensive materials. How long does it go on for? It seems super long. This is so cool. Holy shit, look at this piece. I'm guessing that was like the boss. That's pretty useless. Wow, that's insane. How do I get out of this place though? I'm over this shit. Oh, there we go. That's the end, I guess. Okay, that was an interesting experience. Okay, oh, accidentally went back in.
More fury.
Yeah, that was trippy as hell. I don't think it's AI related specifically, but MIT have a model built on historical statistics that predict the future. And supposedly, according to that model, shit's about to hit the fan real soon. But it's not AI based, theirs are statistics based. Although statistics they probably use machine learning to look at the statistics. Andri says yes, so. But yeah, it would be interesting to see. The problem with any model like that is it will be super statistics based, meaning that events that are extremely far out of the ordinary will not be predictable, right? But it might be able to predict the fact that events that are unpredictable will happen, which is an interesting thing to think about if you think about it. But I think there's some interesting possibilities. I think one of the biggest one of the biggest things to keep in mind, or not to keep in mind, but one of the biggest things that will both be a contributor to the advancement of AI and a hindrance to the worldwide acceptance of AI will be warfare stuff, right? Because in my mind it's inevitable until someone just makes a robot that can destroy people, right? Because if you think, I don't know if you follow Dota much, Rian, but there's this big international Dota competition every year, and Google's OpenAI makes a AI that competes against the best Dota player every year, and it's been winning most of the times. So pretty much what that means is you've created an AI that's capable of extremely strategic. My tongue gets twisted. It's extremely strategic thinking, and there's obviously robots that are capable of movement and stuff, right? So give that extremely strategic AI a robot body, make 1,000 of them and send them to war, and you'll pretty much be unstoppable. And the scary thing is, if you think about it, there's countries that have that that should have that capability now, right? Some of these countries can do that. Why is this person coming from out of the wall? Can I even kill them? Yes. So there's countries that should theoretically be able to do that today, and that's a scary thought.
I need fury.
So these bounties are slow, man. I don't want to do bounties anymore. Space exploration, that's an interesting one. Yes, it's obvious that's the thing, right? The warfare thing, if you think about it, it does sound like a bad idea, but you can see how certain countries won't give a shit, right? Like it being a bad idea, they just want to win, so they'll probably do it. Yeah, but I mean, maybe it won't. Hopefully, like, common sense will prevail and it won't get to that point where it actually gets used for those kinds of purposes. But yeah, in the end, can't really trust these countries, right? These super powerful countries. I think my Google Chrome just crashed again. Some freaking reason. I'll get the music back now. Just want to finish this bounty first. Skeleton King again. Let me just kill this guy. Another treasure goblin. This isn't the trippy one though. Google Chrome on this computer does some weird shit sometimes. Don't know why. Close it out. Okay, now everything is crashing. That's fun. I'll leave Google Chrome for now. We'll figure it out in a moment. Let's finish the bounty first. Kill him quite quickly, it seems. One bounty left. Okay, I can also can no longer see the chat on my OBS. Once we're done with bounty, I'll just do a quick restart. Oops. Clicked on the wrong thing. So if I miss your messages for the next couple of minutes, I'm sorry. Cannot see a damn.
Not enough fury.
Ja, das hätte ich gemeldet. Okay, this will be a quick bounty at least, so hopefully we get the freaking ring we need now. That would be real nice. If we don't, we'll do another set of bounties, and after that I'm pretty much done with bounties for the evening. And I'll just farm rifts. Let's see what we get.
I'm overburdened. I need to go back. I'm badly hurt.
Ah, stop attacking me, please, guys. Come on. Don't be like that. Oh, and my follower also doesn't have any of her gear on, which makes a big difference. Okay. Everything's going to shit now, it seems.
The world is safer. You have finished.
Okay, let's see what we get.
Thank you for coming here. There are
And my
many
inventory is
bounties
full.
to undertake nearby.
Let's just get rid of all the crap in there. And let's hope we get the freaking ring. There's a ring. Let's hold thumbs. I'm not sure if there's multiple rings we can get. Hopefully this is the one. Ring of Royal Grandeur. Amazing. Okay, so we finally got the ring, guys. I'm gonna quickly just kill everything and then start it up again so that we can actually so that everything works again. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes, then we'll just sort out this crazy freaking inventory and then we'll get going. I might just get up and make some quick